And so the thrill of the opening game. Giddy hope and expectation. They all line up as equals, looking for the perfect start. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Day one, and everybody eager to get off to a good start.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and...
Drogba! And the ball's come loose here. Cleared away. And it's Yaya Toure. Toure stood his ground strongly. That's really well cleared. Kessié. Now there's a fight. It's Zaha! Oh, another save.
Zaha really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Ivory Coast with the corner, there first. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now they can spring out of defence. And he welcomes it in. Drogba! He's delivered all right!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It is a super start, so far so very good. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them, 1-0 the score. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely spread. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. That has not gone well. First quarter of an hour gone. Ivory Coast are very much in charge here, dominating possession and a goal to the good. And here's Drogba. Guesson. Now can he find a finish? And he's well positioned here. Taken back almost at once. Oh, beautifully shaped ball. Chance, surely! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, they could break here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Drogba. Guesson. Bops him off it and wins back the ball. And the counter is on. Not the most accurate pass. There's a sharp little ball here. It's Drogba! Just cruising! They are cruising! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
And now he has two. A case now of complete control.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Now the delivery. Yaya Toure is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. Shot a goal! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Guesson.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Kessié. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And the keeper can swallow it up.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
It's a really well-measured ball. Kessié. Ivory Coast looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Kessié simply refused to be outdone there. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Just 5 minutes left until the break.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And he's chosen to go back. It's a good foot in there.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
He's having a shot! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
And the first 45 minutes are up. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Ivory Coast absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to...
Et les voici. Merci à tous d'accueillir nos joueurs.
And the second half gets underway. Oh, lovely bit of skill. There's the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And one more try!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Passing is crisp and sharp, played out to the right.
That was lovely, that.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Zaha. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, no joy this time. So, what can they make of this? No, again there's no way through. There will be a throw-in. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Well, it's still early in the second half, but this does look like a job already done. Great ball if he can get there. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Le nombre de spectateurs pour ce match,
Kessié.
80
Guesson.
314.
Drogba. Now it's Zaha. Take back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here. Decent attempt, that, just a little mistimed.
Spread it left. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Aims beyond the defence, and this is Drogba. And a chance! And how did he not make it 4?
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Ivory Coast have their second corner now. Cross to the back post, big header! They want to be quick to recover this. Backward it goes. Turns and goes back. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Ivory Coast couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trick.
And he's decided to go for it. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he was quick to react. Tries to crash through the challenge, but no. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Can he get it through? Guessel. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Could try cutting inside here. Good ball, good take. Ivory Coast are coasting towards victory. Kessier. Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Doué. Now, can they get him away? Zaha in acres of space out wide. Chance! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. And they can counter here. Guessel. That's that, the end. So a smooth start, and one which, at least results-wise, could not have been better. That'll do very nicely. Drogba taking in the accolades. Ivory Coast have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power and can enhance the whole business side of things. Individual player profile elevation is also a huge incentive. Careers can be catapulted from this. It's worth remembering.
Well, as you can see, we've already started here. And it's Chamadeu. Engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Yaya Toure. Fofana. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Peter, I would say this fella, Wilfried Zaha, was another player where we all thought it was a case of too much coming a little too soon, but I have to commend him for how he's rebuilt his career, and he's well and truly found his level now. His recent performances have been talismanic even.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Doué does well to stand firm and defend it. Some good work on the right flank here. Zaha proves just a little bit too strong. Looking tidy in possession here. Drogba receives it in a good position here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's picked his way through. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Drogba. Chamadeu promptly onto that, and that is that. Plays a sharp little ball here. Aims beyond the defence. He's shifting through the gears here. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Turns back here, probably the best option. He shifted it to the flank. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Guessall. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Victory now would mean so much. Namaso. Cameroon finding their passes. Yaya Toure proves too strong, too smart. Now it's Zaha and it's Drogba. Half-time rapidly approaching and it's still goalless. Kessié. Guessall tries to play it through. Zaha, and this is Zaha. And he's well, and the shot! Oh, it's there! And it's Ivory Coast who take the lead. What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Numéro 22.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
It's a throw-in. Chamadeu, and he's managed to get free. Cross flung in towards the middle. Now that's a lovely exchange. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And there's the end of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Ivory Coast are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Ivory Coast really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely feet. Always tries a shot! And that is doing no harm at all. Kessier. Looking for the run. Out towards the flank. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Doué. And it's Fofana. And this is... Oh, shooting chance! That's a good ball out wide. And the return pass. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Drogba. In with the challenge. Fofana. Now that looks a decent ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
Drogba. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, that defending is on. Yeah, he's fouled him there. And no surprise, that's a booking. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played into space.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
That's tidy. He has found a way through. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. There could be trouble here. But for now, the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Keeper gets his hands on it.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Ivory Coast leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zaha was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Caresses it through. Namaso. Oh, and he shoots! It's loose now, and they want to... Oh, what? And another try! Drogba! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Ivory Coast really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Ivory Coast with the corner, they're first. And he's managed to get rid.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's Yaya Toure, with the finishing line very much in sight now. Ivory Coast have their place in the knockout stage all but secure. And that is a little undercooked. Guesson is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Played into the middle. Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Kessié puts his foot on the gas. And this is Drogba. Big chance! Namaso. Great defending, strong and determined. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure. Yaya Toure! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time. This their second corner of the game. Oh, that's wonderful. And the shot! It's in! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And he's done it again. He's got his second.
Côte d'Ivoire. Après 87 minutes de jeu par le numéro 22.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
And this is Drogba. Knocks it into space. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Il y aura
He might be in for a goal! And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
A case now of complete control. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Namaso. And that's that. Well, this is the sight of a dream fulfilled. They have made it through the group stage. Ivory Coast emerging for this crucial group game here. The tournament still in its relative infancy, but it is already developing into quite a spectacle, and that of course is what you expect from this, the greatest of all the tournaments. It has been terrific stuff so far, and he's had a hit! Terrific effort, just off target.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
The most accurate pass. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zaha. And that's a good ball. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Zaha, has always caught the eye, but I like the way he's expanded his game so that he can play through the middle. And that's led to an improvement in how clinical he is in front of goal. That's made him a much more effective player now, in my opinion, and I think he can get better again.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Drogba. Looking for the run. Drogba. Oh, that's fabulous. Real chance! There's a goal! It's Ivory Coast who take the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Après 12 minutes de jeu par le numéro 11, Drogba.
Ivory Coast have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, he's certainly happy with that after what's been said in the build-up, you know.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Guesson. Now it's Zaha. And he's away. And this is Drogba. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Lamina. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ndika. Guesson. He's onside. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there. It's not an especially good pass, that. Fofana. Now he's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Lamina. He shifted it to the flank. Yaya Toure is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Guesson. And here's Drogba. Guesson. And it's Fofana. Tries to play it through. Fofana. And this is... And the shot! It's in! Two to the good. And they are purring. Absolutely purring. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
And now he has two. Ivory Coast are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Yaya Toure. Can he spark a counter here? And this is Drogba. He is through here. Ivory Coast heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. And no, that was never going to make it. Guesson. Fofana. Now it's Drogba. It's Drogba! Gone behind for a goal kick. Diogo Poco. And he skips past his man. Played out wide. And the pass is intercepted. Guesson.
This is the time you need that pace.
Yaya Toure plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Shot could be on. Played out to the right. Drives it in. Well read. And the danger is averted. And there is the half-time whistle. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Ivory Coast certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, Keep imposing. Don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Ivory Coast are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. And the game has already resumed here. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Biogopoko. This looks promising.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
He's got away. The ball goes in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's managed to get free. Played out towards the right wing. Brilliantly cut out.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The message is clear, none shall pass. That's good vision. He's being urged to... Decent chance! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Ivory Coast find a position of real strength now. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in... He's tried one! Just wouldn't stay down for him.
Well, if they hope to have any chance of turning this round, they have to abandon their shoot-on-sight policy. It's just not working.
Now it's Lamina. He's found a way through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ambitious ball here. Drink through. Ah, that's a fine interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Lamina. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And the counter is on. And it's made its way to him. Chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And this is Drogba. In with the challenge. He's shifting through the... And the shot! Yaya Toure. Lamina. Over to the left. No, that's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Lamina. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Kessier. Lamina. And here's Saha. And the shot! No mistake! Results no longer in doubt. It's just about how many. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Le numéro 10.
Ivory Coast are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Biogopoko. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Looking for the run.
Gabon really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
And it's Fofana. Knocks it into a header! It's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now that's well seen too.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
Showing great feet there. Well read, nice interception.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Lamina. And the referee brings it to a close. Ivory Coast, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.